वेलकम टू .NET टेक्नोलॉजी वीडियो सीरीज। आज के इस वीडियो में हम स्टेट मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक्स में क्लाइंट साइड टू कंसेप्ट कुकी एंड क्वेरी स्ट्रिंग स्टडी करेंगे। इसके पहले वीडियो लेक्चर में हमने क्लाइंट साइड हिडन फील्ड एंड व्यू स्टेट दोनों कंसेप्ट स्टडी कर लिए है। अगर आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो आप पहले वो वीडियो भी देख लीजिए। नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट कुकी। As we know, cookie is a small amount of data that is stored either in a text file or in the client browser memory. Means हम जब भी कोई वेबसाइट फर्स्ट टाइम ओपन करते हैं तब क्लाइंट टू सर्वर जब रिक्वेस्ट सेंड होती है तो सर्वर कुकी क्रिएट करता है और पेज की इंफॉर्मेशन क्लाइंट ब्राउजर में लोड करता है। There are basically two types of cookie. First one is a non-persistent cookie and second one is a persistent cookie. In a non-persistent cookie, it does not contain any expiry time. But in the persistent cookie it contains the expiry time. It means when we are using non-persistent cookie, at that time when the browser is closed, the same time cookie will lost, and in a persistent cookie we have to set some of the expiry time with that cookie will be maintained in our system. After completion of theory portion we will understand both practical implementation. Now we will understand the theory of query string. Query string is information that is appended to the end of page URL. It means यहाँ पे example दिया है gtu.ac.in result ASPX. After that when we are putting a question mark, it indicate that query string is started. It contains two value. First one is a category and second one is a semester. When you are using one value, at that time category is equal to B. When you are using multiple value, at that time you have to put % sign in between two value. One of the limitation or one of the disadvantage of query string is that when we are passing the value to one page to another page, at that time it will show the value on URL. So for the security purpose it is not safe to transfer the confidential information with the help of query string. Now we will implement both practically. Let us start with it. First we will understand cookie. Here I have designed the web page to understand the concept of cookie, in which I have taken two text box, one button, again two label and again one button. Working environment समझने के लिए मैं आपको बता दूं, फर्स्ट बटन जब भी हम क्लिक करेंगे उसका नेम दिया है स्टोर कुकी. इट विल store the cookie information in our client machine. Whatever we have give the input in text box 1 and text box 2 will be stored in our client machine. And when I click on get cookie, at that time it will display the stored cookie value in this label. So for that purpose we have to perform two click event for store cookie. Second one is a get cookie. When I perform click event of first button, in that you have to write the code of store cookie. For that purpose you have to remember one thing, that for storing the cookie you have to remember that we have to use response object, and to retrieve the cookie we have to use request cookie object. We are writing over a response dot cookies. In that you have to write name of cookie, user, value is equal to text box 1 dot text. डिजाइन पोर्शन में देख लेते हैं. फर्स्ट टेक्स्ट बॉक्स का नेम है टेक्स्ट बॉक्स 1 एंड सेकंड का नेम है टेक्स्ट बॉक्स 2. वी आर टेकिंग द एग्जांपल ऑफ एंटर यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड. फर्स्ट वन इज यूज फॉर द यूजर नेम and second one is used for the password. So for that purpose we are giving the name of cookie like user and pass. Then second one is for second text box I have given the name pass. Cookie storing procedure we have created with the help of response object. Now for retrieve the cookie information we have to click on second button get cookie, and we have to display the data in label 1 dot text is equal to, I have told you that to retrieve the cookie we have to use request dot cookie. In that name of the cookie, value, then label 2.text is equal to request.cookies, second one is a password.value. This is the example of non-persistent cookie in which we are don't specify any of the expiry date and time. It will work when the browser session is running. We are closing the browser at that time. We can't retry our cookie. Just run the application. .NET technology. Just click on store cookie. Cookie is stored in our client machine. Now I click on get cookie. At that time you can see that it will provide us .NET and technology, two information. Another things of viewing cookie from the browser setting. You have to select option site setting from the privacy and security, cookies and site data, see all cookie and site data. Click on it and write the URL of our application. It's a localhost. Open it, pass. It contains the technology information, and if you see the expiry when the browsing session ends, it means when we are closing our browser, at that time cookie will lost it information. Another user, again information is .NET. So in such a way we can store cookie information. I have copied this URL and then after I will close it, and next time I open the browser and paste the URL, open. Now when I click on get cookies, it will generate error because we first close the browser and second time we have opened the browser, so cookie information is lost. So this is the example of non-persistent cookie. Now we will understand the persistent cookie. We have to add here expiry date and time with it. So response dot cookies users dot expiry is equal to date and time dot now dot add. Here you can add days, hour, millisecond, minutes, month, second. For the quick learning we are using here add second. We are giving the time of expiry 20 seconds. Second, for the password, change the time, it's 10 seconds. We don't have to wait for more time. Execute the program. .NET Tech store information, get information. Now we will wait for the 10 seconds. After that we are again going to click on get cookies, but we are not able to view it because its expiry time is 10 seconds. Just click on get cookies. It will give you error because cookie's expire time is over. So in such a way you can implement the concept of cookie. I hope you understand the concept of cookie. Now we will understand the concept of query string. To understand the concept of query string, I have taken two hyperlink. Semester branch. Set the navigate URL property to another page. It's a default 4. To understand query string easily, I will give you example of one of the search engine. When you are searching in any of the search engine, at that time you are entering one of the keyword, then press enter or search, then you analyze that in a URL lots of information is append with search engine domain name. So likewise query string work. In the theory session I have told you that if we want to use query string, at that time I have to put question mark over here. So first hyperlink is for the semester. We are transferring the information of semester. For example, sem is equal to 6, and branch is equal to CE. First time we are going to transfer only one information. To retrieve the information which is passed from the default 3 page to default 4 page, we have to write retrieving procedure on the default 4 page. So in a page load event we have to retrieve the query string which is passed by the default 3 page. For the retrieving purpose, the same things we have to use request object, but here we have to use request.queryString instead of request.cookie. So remember that thing. Same is equal to request.queryString and then query string value name. In that you are specifying here same, so you have to write here same. String branch is equal to request dot query string branch. For the viewing purpose, we are specifying here to label label 1 dot text, we are assigning the value of same, and label 2 dot text we are assigning the value of branch. We are taking both, but at the same time we are accepted only one value, because when I am going to click on hyperlink 1 it will only transfer semester information, and when I click on hyperlink 2 at that time it only transfer branch information. Now run the program. Here we are going to click semester, so same will be taken. Here you can see that it's a part of query string. In a URL, whatever we are going to transfer, it will happen in the URL. It is visible, so it's a less secure to transfer confidential data. Now I am clicking in branch, so here it will show the output C, and in a URL it will add branch is equal to C. For adding multiple value, it is informing here that you have to add %sign. Branch is equal to, going to change here IT, and same is equal to example 7. Now we will see the difference. Same 6 branch IT. When I click on branch C, same 7. So likewise you can use the concept of query string. I hope you are understanding the concept of query string and also cookie. Thank you for watching this video.